great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Hokies head coach before the game. This is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Mustangs ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Hokies offense will be first on the attack. Here's the bruising running back Jordan Davison, one of the top running backs in the game, and we expect them to feed him a lot. Takes the handoff, it's Davison. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes a connection. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it first and 10 now inside the 50. The give to the single back. Enough to move the chains. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. You're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop them.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to sling it through and get some positive yards.
And the Hokies are facing 3rd and inches. Right at the line. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. 1st and 10. Tells the run, wants to pass. Finds his man. Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And And they talked about it coming into this game, guys. They were going to be aggressive. They had an opportunity. Could have kicked a field goal? Absolutely not. Hammer down, they stay aggressive, and they strike first in this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Fires left side, it's Smith. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Hits the hole. It's Green. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just feeds the running back. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Throwing, Hawkins. Rush right in his face. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Drops back. It's Hawkins. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Rush is on, and they got him.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They'll leave it with the lone back. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened there.
Got his man in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a first down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump Dave.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Hawkins looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. To the air, it's Hawkins. Looking to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he added the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And the Hokies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Oh, pressure's coming. He's on the move. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
Hits inside. It's Davison. He's past the marker. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Out wide right, it's Hairston. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. The running back has it. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. They give it back to him. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
And the Hokies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it. It's Davison. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Caught. Touchdown, Hokies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They go 83 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. SMU 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Singleton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing, Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Mustangs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Quick give. It's Green. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards. Stopped at the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Finds a crease. It's Davison. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for a man. It's Stokes. Throws for the tight end. Left side is Hairston. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Just steamrolling the defense. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those.
Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. The Hokies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're great.
Got it! He stopped short of the goal line, couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Back to throw, it's Stokes. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Finds a crevice and picks up 5 out to the 8.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go play action with Hawkins. The sure hands, it's Jackson.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The run inside. It's Green. Knocked down immediately.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Off play action. Right side, it's Jackson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Mustangs send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sells the run, looking to pass. Move to his right. slings it downfield. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. 2nd and long here. Takes a handoff. It's Davison. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
They'll give it to him again. Got the 1st down. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Stokes. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hairston. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it. They'll run the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
The Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Play action on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Stokes. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Hokies will hustle to the line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Long way to go on second down. DB's right up on the receivers. Hawkins Between the hashes, it's Jackson. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Now the Mustangs will use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. They're all over him. Buying some time. That should be the final play of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the number 3 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's South Carolina locked up in a tight one in this matchup of top 10 teams. We haven't even hit the half here today, and it's already shaping up to be an instant classic. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Dallas. This tight end is enjoying quite the day through 2 quarters. It's amazing how athletic tight ends are now and just how much they're utilized. He's played a starring role in giving them this halftime lead. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. And here comes the offense on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Plows through the defense. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing it.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
It's complete to the left. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Stokes. Just a little off. Incomplete. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. There he goes down the right side. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling.
It's complete, and he will score! Touchdown, Mustangs! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's go down to the sideline and holler.
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Keeps it on the bootleg. Still looking to his right. They get to him, and down he goes, and that's the danger of trying to take a shot on 2nd and short.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Working the ground game. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Michael Hawkins on the play action. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Green. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Plows his way ahead. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle?
Breaks a tackle and he might go. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Green. Touchdown, SMU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact. They do in situations like that. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the lone running back. Defense all over it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. To the air, it's Stokes. Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They'll move the tight end. Throwing, Hawkins. Caught, it's Singleton. Turning it on. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Fresh center downs going to the air. Swings it out to his running back. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Singleton. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Between the uprights, it's good. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. And he's coming out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Gets some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive.
Makes a grab and room to run. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
At the 46, good enough for a first down.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Hokies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Trying to squeak through the pile. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And he got it! And things have tightened up. It's a 3-point game.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. From the gun, it's Green. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
RPO complete. Got room at the 35. Lowers those pads. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Mustangs! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moves the pocket. It's Stokes. Turns it upfield. Still on his feet at the 45. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Hokies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Hokies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw one first. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and long here. He's looking to pass. Quarterback's got the 1st. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the 1st down on a 2nd and long. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Virginia Tech, 31.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the SMU sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They want that clock to run. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start running it.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Handoff to the lone back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They call their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Timeout called by Virginia Tech. That's their 3rd and final one. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. Quarterback takes a knee.